that your best? Monster Combo! King Combo! Killer Combo! It's official. You suck. Combo Breaker! Outstanding. Show no mercy. You weak, pathetic fool.
Welcome back, everyone, to Twisted Gaming TV. Up with another episode, the Arcade Show, episode 5. So tonight we got a special guest, one of my friends I talk to regularly off the internet. Anyways, I'm a little nervous because I haven't done this in like 6 months. But anyways, here's 19K Fox. Welcome.
What's up, Kat? How you doing?
Pretty good. Doing very well.
So, it's okay. You just settle back into it. It's like riding a bike.
I haven't done this in like 6 months. I'm like, wow, it's been a long time.
If I step away from it for a little bit, you got to like figure. Wait, okay, do I hit this? Yeah, you're learning all over again. Yeah,
a little stage fright, but welcome back.
Thanks for having
me.
Me,
live show for a while because I haven't had one in a while, and I liked bringing people on before and having discussions and stuff, and
yeah,
I really enjoy it. So I get jealous because I watch everybody else having discussions and I don't get to. But anyways, we're going to talk about arcade stuff tonight. Different things. We'll start with the first one I want to talk about. So
let's do it.
Let's see here. Let's play the video.
And full-blown resto mode. Everything is blown apart. Oh my God, Big Blue is down. It's okay. Big Blue is down for now. Not for the count, but to be worked on. We got to work on the bottom down here. You got some wood splitting. You got some issues that we're going to have to fix. Of course, these feet have got to go. Casters are going to be installed. Once we get the wood repaired on and some of these cobwebs evacuated, we're going to repaint the black on the bottom. The blue is going to stay blue. It looks really good. Continue to clean up a little bit. I love your short videos. Some of the scuffs and scratches.
Those are my favorite.
I like to cram a lot of information in a short amount of time.
Yeah. New T-molding for sure. Some of this
behind the
scenes
we
have to pull and repaint the side. Some of the side stuff that I've already done, so it looks really good. Yeah, you have that contrast there, nice new black hardware.
I
love that blue.
Coin doors have got to be cleaned and taken apart, and we're going to repaint all that. I got new locks to complete that picture. Completing the picture over here is this gorgeous control panel. Sadly, all of the vinyl had to go away. Just wasn't going to cut it.
Still,
so this is
really?
As far as all the cracks and creases, and built up this edge a little bit with some wood putty and all that. So once that's completely sanded to my liking, I'm going to get rid of some of this dust. Go ahead and put a heavy coat of primer on this, sand that primer, and then break out some of this blue, some of this beautiful blue that I had mixed up.
And we hopefully
at the Home Depot. Is it going to be an exact?
Is it going to match?
Is it going to be a perfect match?
We can hope this.
Man, I sure hope so. There's only one way to really know is to put in all the work and then take the chance, roll the dice. I know it looks bad right now. Next is my
favorite part.
But remember, it's always darkest before the dawn.
This is my favorite short right here.
I feel like
I was like, what the hell is he doing? And then I'm like, arcade stuff.
I'm like putting putty on the bottom.
You're going to see the bottom.
Yeah, it's like.
But I'll know. That's right.
There goes the hatch.
I
love
at some point you're into it. You're doing your
yeah.
thing. You're cleaning it up. You're sanding. Okay, let's fill this way, and then you sit down and you're letting the stuff dry, and you find yourself thinking like, why am I doing this to the very bottom of the cabinet? Nobody's going to see this. What am I doing? Am I going a bit too far?
Yeah.
There he is. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
The Revimus Maximus.
It looks amazing. So it's a big blue, but
Yep.
it used to be Street Fighter, and then
Well,
they
so I've been, because I've been looking for this cabinet for a while,
yeah.
and it comes up and it disappears and back and forth. So I've been watching videos, doing some research. From what I understand, Dynamo made all these cabinets, and they all said SSF2. So they were all, I guess, made to be Street Fighter 2s. The bolts on the side, there's this plug on the bottom. It's like a metal plug you can remove. These things you could hook them together. You could bolt them together.
Yeah.
Back in the arcades, back in the days when this cabinet first came out, when Super Street Fighter 2 came out, and you could bolt like however many together, and you could have like tournaments and stuff. So I think they were made that way, but then they were shipped to Capcom, and then Capcom did whatever Capcom was going to do. As far as I can tell, with this particular model, start off life as one of those stock standard SSF2s, and then they in 1994 installed the AVP, not just the board, but also the stock wiring harness, which is the main tell, right? It's like it wasn't added on later. The Q sound stuff, that's standard on all these cabs.
Yeah.
But as far as I can tell, it's the same. It's the stock wiring harness. The control panel's never been drilled for a different pattern, right? So as far as I can tell, from everything I've seen and the research I've done, this thing in 93 was built, in 94 they converted it, and then it's been that way ever since.
Nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So how much percent you got left on that until that's completed?
So I have I've been really, the reason I'm sanding the hell out of the control panel, the bottom of the control panel, is because I peeled the vinyl off, because it was one of those things, like it was kind of peeling, so I needed to cut more, and then I was gonna have to take the paint and try to paint the wood that was exposed and hope it would match. And I said, you know what, it might be better if I just peel this old vinyl off and just sand the whole thing down, fill the holes, and then repaint the whole thing. And then that way, if it's just a tad bit off, it'll be harder to tell, right?
Oh yeah.
So I have done 2 rounds of wood filler and sanding. I've done 3 rounds of primer and sanding. I've got just a few little touch-ups, and that's drying tonight. So tomorrow I think I'm going to sand it and do the first round of blue paint on the control panel. But the body of the cab is pretty much done, minus the side art. I've got some small posters, they did like back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Poster size, like 17 by 22. I got a pair of those going to come, slap those on the sides. But I fixed, so the feet are gone. Now I got casters, all that's painted, all that's cleaned up. Wiring, there's no big issues. Some small issues have been corrected. And then the power supply, the fan inside was locked up. And then the connector itself was like broke, like somebody kicked it. So I just got done rebuilding that. So I'm probably 90%.
Oh, nice.
So it's almost there, man. It's real close.
It's
so
big too, huh?
It's awesome.
It's big.
Awesome. Big blue, baby. But it's cool because it's like modular. So you take the whole control panel off, set that off to the side, take off the marquee pod, right? Set that off to the side. So then I just focus on the body, bring that downstairs, then get the other pieces done, bring those downstairs, and assemble it like Voltron, and be good to go.
Yeah. Your arcade's getting a little tight, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's getting a little tight in there.
It's getting a little tight, buddy. I'm having to balance things out. And I'll switch over real quick so you can see. I've got the stuff in the back that you can see, but right over here is one of the few little arcade one-ups I got left. This guy right here.
Yeah. Wow.
But there's Outrun 2, of course, Star Wars. So this whole side is like wall to wall jammed.
Yeah.
And then in the way back is where I got the other one-ups, but I pretty much done with those. It's big arcades for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still gonna talk about the other stuff though?
Yeah.
I
talk
know.
about it.
I know.
Talk about it.
You just had to ask.
It's something for everybody. It's something for everybody.
Oh yeah.
I'm also the guy that's putting LCDs in some of these things. That's got people all fired up. They get mad about that, buddy. Most of them are CRTs, the tube TVs, but I decided to go.
It.
Yeah.
Which ones do you have the LCDs in?
So just my racers. So I got Outrun 2 and Crazy Taxi. I put those in there because they have the the VGA cable,
Mm,
the original computer
Yeah.
monitor cable, and I thought, well, that's it's like there's no converter needed. You just plug that right in and it's done. And these games came out like Crazy Taxi was 98.
Yeah.
Outrun 2 is 02, 2002, 2003. So it's like they're newer. It's like,
Yeah.
that's fine. But
Yeah, they're
everything
dope,
else,
though.
oh yeah. Oh, they're great, man. But everything else is all CRTs.
Uh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna not talk about it because it's something to talk about, whether it's good or bad, right? Like
Yeah, that's true.
they're gonna make a mistake, we're gonna make fun of them.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something that might actually surprise people, and we'll be like, oh, that's cool. They still have their place, you know.
Now it was funny when they the showing at CES or whatever, they were bringing back the
Oh God, it was something else, man. I'm
I
like, here we
mean,
go.
not one thing new, just the same Brielle. Come on now. Did
The
they sell out
same
of
thing.
those or something or what? Or
I
have they
think they
upgraded
did.
this or just making more?
You're talking about the Fast and Furious, right?
Yeah.
I think they just came out with more. See, you know my story. I bought 2 of them damn things and got all like pissed off because it wasn't even an arcade ROM. I'm like, what is this thing? It's like some kind of weird port. But no, they just announced that I guess they found some more in the back somewhere and they were selling them. I don't even know what that was, but no, they didn't do anything new. They didn't even announce anything new. They didn't even announce their
Yeah, that's
plans
just
to
weird.
make something new. It's just like they're not doing anything, man.
Huh. Yeah. Oh well, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But our next
good.
subject is a cool one too. Let's see, where's this clip at? There we are. Yes. Now, I'm gonna be transparent. This is probably I love your candy cab. Okay. Love the candy cab. I don't hate, but I'm not really into Star Wars, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Butts.
this is the coolest effing arcade you got, dude. I don't give a shit if I ain't a Star Wars fan, dude. Wow. I mean, that makes you want to be a Star Wars fan.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean,
This is fun.
now, see, I like the first 2 Star Wars, and the originals, and then I really didn't, really watch the other ones heavily or anything. I might have seen the what was that one called? The Menace or something?
So you're talking about the
red-
prequels that came out in like the
red
97.
Yeah.
Phantom Menace with Darth Maul, and then you had young Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then so that was episode 1, 2, and 3 was the prequels.
Yeah, so the red mask head guy or whatever. That's the last one I ever saw.
Yeah. You can't beat the originals, man.
Yeah.
You can't beat the originals.
But then like the game though, I was like, damn, do I need to watch the movie or something?
This is cool though. This is mostly the original trilogy. The games on this, man. That's what I absolutely love about. Like with Star Wars trilogy, I like obviously that cab that came out in the 90s. But my favorite was always like, the trench run, space battles, that kind of stuff. The speeder bikes, I like that stuff. The Star Wars trilogy, the Sega version, you had the level where you had to fight Darth Vader, and that was okay. You had the one where you had to deflect the blast from Boba Fett, and that was okay. But that was the flying and stuff. That's what I really love. Yeah. That's what Battle Pod does. It's nothing but those types levels, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it looks good, especially on the video. Wow.
Thanks, man.
So, yeah, that's my favorite. I would say the Star Wars. I'm not going to say the MVS because I got one,
You got one. That's old news.
Yeah,
I know.
if I didn't have one, then I'd be jealous or whatever. But do love the candy cab. That is an Astro City, right?
That's an Astro City. Yep, rocking the original CRT monitor. Those things are tanks, man. They last for a while.
Yeah, you have to later on when you get a chance go into my community post, and I posted up 3 videos of my friend's YouTube channel.
Yeah,
well, one of them it's his arcades. He got like 7 or 8 candy cabs, but they're different versions. He got to Astro City. He got a Namco one.
Oh man,
Uh,
that stuff's rare too.
oh yeah, and all these other weird ones. And then he got this one arcade. He can't really say how it's running public
Yeah.
because it's from another country.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
this gigantic freaking it's like almost 3 times the size of a Guitar Hero. And
Good
it's
God.
a music thing, but this thing, the back of it's big and it lights up. It's crazy. And it has instruments and crap. It's
Oh,
crazy.
that's crazy. That's
So
crazy.
he had that shipped somewhere else, but yeah, you got to watch that video and see his crap.
I gotta check that out.
Dang,
Because
man.
Japan has some wild stuff. I mean, they really have some wild stuff. The candy cabs had all their different like generations. They have this
Yeah.
one, it's called a Sega swing cabinet. It's like a stand-up candy cab 3-player. I can't even find one for sale. I just find pictures online. It's just a sick,
Wow.
like it's the same kind of shell, like fiberglass,
Uh-huh.
rounded, all sexy looking. But I got to check that video out because I don't think I've ever seen what you're talking about. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, he's the same guy that when I have problems with my machines, he comes over, fixes the monitors and all that stuff. He loves
Oh, so
working
he
on
knows
that
what he's
kind of
doing.
crap. Yeah. He's the
Yeah.
one that fixed my Power Putt arcade when it was having
Okay.
a problem. The graphic card went out on it, and some of the stuff was all swollen in there, the capacitors or
Oh, the
whatever the hell
capacitors
those are
swelled
called.
up and leaked. Damn, he was
Yeah.
able to fix it though.
Yeah, it works
That's
perfect now. But
yeah,
see,
you dodged the
but
bullet there.
the graphic card that the Power Putt uses though is very hard to find. There was only because it's an old graphic card, and
Oh,
it will only work with that. So
so
there
you
was only
can't get like a newer one. It's got a different socket or something. Oh, okay.
well, I mean, I don't think so. I think it just worked with that graphic card.
Right.
So he bought one on eBay. It was screwed. Bought another one, no good. And he's like, what the hell? It ain't working. He bought the
Right.
third one, it worked. So those 2 first ones didn't even
God, are
work.
you serious?
Yeah, now there ain't none on eBay. So it's like, that's a little scary. I guess if it
Yeah.
happens again, I'm gonna have to call AtGames and say, is there any other card that can fit in this thing? Because
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's
Yeah, because that's the thing.
doomed.
If you can't, and sometimes these games are looking for a specific card. So if you can't, they won't even allow you to upgrade because it's looking for certain components. Fire it up, baby.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh, thanks P does for the $2. I ain't used to super chats, so I didn't even
Come on,
notice
baby.
them.
Look at this
GeForce
guy.
guy, I need to know, Twisted, will you pay $100 for GTA 6? And Fox, are you getting the SFXLL? And if so, which artwork? Huge fan of both channels' pieces. Well, thank you for the $5. Yes. GTA 6, I don't give a crap out. No $100 if it's $100 for that. It's my favorite franchise of all time. That was what my other video was a day or something ago. Maybe it was yesterday. Because gaming studios in the industry are wanting Rockstar to raise their price of Grand Theft Auto. Okay, so the games are $70 right now, when they first come out. Before the pandemic in 2020, they were $60, but we had to jump at the pandemic. Well, they want Rockstar to say, oh, we're going to do GTA 6 for $80 to $100. So that gives them an excuse. They can raise theirs. And I made the video and I was like, okay, GTA, dude, you could play for 5, 6. There's people that's been playing it for 10 years. GTA 5, come on now.
Yeah.
Are you going to play Madden 2015 for 10 years? Hell no.
It's of course not. I mean, it's like
months.
We're not talking about a run of the mill game here. We're talking about a game that, like you said, like you can play forever, but not just that. It's known for quality. It's known for a superior experience. So, and you can only buy a new Grand Theft Auto game every 8, 10 years, right? So $100 is really, when you think about it, no big deal. When you consider you're going to have it all, basically. I mean, I'm sure there'll be DLC and stuff later, right? But I mean, it's not apples to apples. It's just a different experience.
I mean, you can't compete with the GOAT game. I mean, since GTA 5's been out, $8 billion in revenue. I mean, get out of here.
It's the standard. I mean, when you
Yeah.
were, I mean, come on, look at Grand Theft Auto 3. I mean, what it did with PS2 and how it just blew people's minds to what could happen. And then a whole series on PS2 and what that did and setting that precedent. And it inspired so many other games to go open world. I mean, it rocked the whole industry, no pun intended.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's one of those games. It's like an event. It's like Star Wars used to be an event. You didn't have a new Star Wars every year. So when it came out, it was a big deal. Now it's just a dime a dozen stuff. But back in the day, it was an event. That's what that's what Grand Theft Auto, the series, still is to this day. I mean, people talk about it for years in preparation for the new one. Like, oh God, it's coming. Oh, is it going to be this year? I don't know. And then they do that for years, just talking about it.
Yeah.
So it's not like just random game number 3 that's coming out.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
different. It's different.
Yeah, I mean, there's just more adventure. I mean, you're gonna put Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat in. You're gonna play it 30 minutes, hour, and then you're done with it for a while, and then you come back later. But Grand Theft Auto, dude, every time you sign on, it's a new mission or an area you didn't know about. Oh, totally different. So I think this is so goofy that how people do come up with that crap. Oh man.
And as far as if like the iconic arcade, am I gonna buy it? I haven't made this video, but I'm going to. But I'll go ahead and spoil it here. I'm not, as of right now, I'm not getting it. Now, I'm not saying that I'm refusing to get it, but I haven't seen the UI. Like I was there, I put the CAD together. It's cool. It's a pretty good size. I think they need to widen the cabinet, but it's a pretty good size. If you're wanting something like that, it's probably the best you're going to get. But I'm waiting for the UI. I'm waiting for them to clean up the inside. Like all the connectors had like somebody took a label maker, and they just kind of stuck a label on there. And I'm waiting for like more of a final refined version to know 100% what I'm getting before I pre-order. And we still got some time, man. It's coming out in June, so we got time.
Yeah. Now, did you ever order the Unico thing, the candy cab thing?
Nope, I never did because I already got the Sega. Now I told them, I said, listen, and this is behind the scenes. I talked to them, and they were never like offering to give me one. And I said, listen, I'm not going to buy one because I got the real thing. I said, but what I will do, I'll pay for the shipping. If you want to send me one, I'll do some videos. Of course, I'll tell everybody that, it's sponsored or I got it for free. Yeah. And I also offered to take it to a couple shows locally, like where I am, I said, I'll do that, if that's something you want to do. And they never did it. They never came through. So I just don't really have the room because I'm looking at getting other stuff, and I got the real thing. So, I mean, I'm jazzed about it. If people can't get the real thing, but they want that experience. Yeah. It's a good product for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, sometime I want to get another, I mean, cause you wouldn't consider a Chew Links, View Links really a candy cab. I mean, they call them candy cabs, which they really ain't, but, I have that, I just have that for modern fighters though.
It's
I don't
perfect
play any
for that.
retro. Yeah.
Perfect for that. Yeah.
But I do want to get a candy cab sometime. I'm hoping my friend will sell one of his someday when he gets too many of them, He'll be like, you know what? I need to sell one. So hopefully that works out.
They're really good because you can rotate that screen and you can set one up for horizontal and vertical games. Vertical games like the shooters, all those cave shooters and stuff, that'd be sick.
Man, I feel like 19K Fox, I'm getting super chats.
Bring the money, son. Bring it.
GeForce guy, thanks for the $4.99. Also, I think GTA 6 won't have DA woke stuff in it, so the game won't get ruined thanks to Trump ending on woken. Yeah. Thanks for the $4.99. You know what's hilarious? Did you ever see the video I made on my YouTube channel, the Trump thing or whatever, where he's throwing her in the garbage or whatever?
It's awesome.
And then I made a few posts in the community, and wow, I always look at my subscriber count, probably weekly, just because I want to see if it's going down or going up, just for the hell of it, right?
Right.
And I was at a certain number at that point, and I lost like 200 subs. because of that. I
Wow.
was like, wow, really? I lost 200 subs. Okay, so then like 3 weeks went by, right? And I got
Yeah.
like 250 subs back. I was like,
That's weird. Yeah.
yeah. So I guess you lose some and you get new followers. Wow.
You gain some, you lose some,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, you win some, you lose
So
some. Yeah.
yeah, that was crazy, but yeah,
It's funny how intolerant people are of certain points of view. Not all points of view, just certain points of view.
well, and another thing that's funny. You saw the Elon Musk video, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's so funny because he's doing that and he's giving his heart out, right?
Yeah, he's like,
And
no.
yeah, and then of course CNN, they gotta not show this, not show that, right? But
Right.
then you see the memes of all the other people in the government doing the same thing. It's like, why didn't y'all
Yep.
say anything
Yep.
about them? That's not fair.
It's like they can't. The left can't meme anymore. It's like they're way too
Yeah.
stuffy and serious. Like we
Yeah.
can laugh whether you like him or don't like him. You can
Yeah.
laugh at Trump and you can laugh with Trump. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
laugh at Biden and you can laugh with.
Yeah,
Well, no,
I
you
laugh
no,
at
you just laugh at
everybody.
Biden. You just
Yeah,
laugh at Biden.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I laugh at everybody because it's just all funny and
because
stupid.
everybody's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's a goof. It's just
Yeah. Yeah. But some people take it,
they take it way too
Oh,
serious.
yeah.
They take it
Oh,
way too
yeah.
serious, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Just it's vote for who
Yeah.
you want to vote for and live your life, man. It's fine.
Exactly. Let's see. Number 3. How many arcades do you currently have?
Real arcades, like real
Let's
machines.
do real and then all together.
So real, I got let's see. I got the one in the garage.
Trying to make
So
sure
I
you don't
got
have any more than me.
4, and then I got the 3 here. So that's 7 in the arcade right now. Big Blue is number 8. I got the Star Wars trilogy, but I don't really count it because it's not working right now, and I'm gonna fix it. And then I got somebody who wants to buy it, so I don't even count that
nice.
one. So I got 9.
Okay.
So I got 9.
9.
9
Okay.
real ones. Yep.
Okay.
I know you got way more than me. What are you at? 14 now?
16.
16. That's right. 16.
So I got 7 more than you. Thank God.
Nice.
No,
I can't. There's no, dude. I couldn't fit it in here. I did my video a while back where I was like kind of realizing, okay, I got the arcade's done, but I can't fit all this stuff in here. Stuff's got to go. And I think that's when I really did the switch. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
If space is at a premium, do I really want to have one-ups because they're only going to make the certain games? Well, but I want the games I want. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, all right, they're not going to make a Neo Geo. They're not going to do this. They're not going to do that. So
Yeah.
that's what pushed me to just go ahead and do that. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
Well,
and I like how you do all the stuff yourself.
I try.
You learn and fix this and stuff.
Mhm.
That's how my friend Ismail does.
Yeah.
He was a big, just like me and stuff, but big Nintendo console collector. I mean, like displays,
Massive?
real expensive shit.
Damn. Kiosks and stuff. And
Yes, fiber optics, like the real expensive Nintendo signs I used to have, all that. Some of
That's
them that were mine are his now.
But he bought them.
Anyways, yeah, he did all that, cabinets and crap. But then he sold some stuff. Then he got into the arcades. And that's the guy I'm telling you about in the community. I posted his videos.
So he got super into it then, right?
Oh yeah. Like 2 days ago we were talking and he's like, yeah, I just sold one of my arcades. I fixed up. Cause see, he'll buy them and get them real cheap, fix them up back to the original and sell them and make some money. And then he'll keep what he wants. He's the same guy that has like 7 or 8 candy cabs, but a guy called him and say, hey, I got 2 machines. I'm just putting it out there, maybe like a Tekken or a Mortal Kombat.
Right.
He's like, how much you want for them? 1,000. He's like, 500. And this guy's like, no, 600. You got it, bud. Because he also wants them for the CRT monitors.
Yes.
That is the most valuable thing in that arcade machine is those CRT monitors. And he's been stockpiling them. because he's the one that'll come change out some of mine if they're jacked up. Like my Cruising USA one, it's real dim and stuff. So
Okay,
he's gonna put
okay.
a real nice one in there to replace that. We got a lot going on in this game room that needs fixed. And
Well,
we'll get
okay.
into that.
Have you thought about putting like a Unicode monitor in one of your newer cabs? Because I wouldn't put it in an old one if you can help it,
Um,
like one of the newer cabs.
yeah,
Because
but
I
the
put
only
one in my Cruising. I put one in my Cruising USA before I sold it, or Cruising World before I sold it, and it looked pretty good, man. It looked pretty good.
now in my Cruising one would probably be the only one that you could do that to, because I wouldn't want to do it with my Killers, my
No, you don't want to do that.
Blitzes, NBA Jam, MVS. I don't want to do it to that. And my
No,
2 Street Fighter Dynamos, don't want to do that.
no,
So
no,
no.
you don't want to do that.
Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, don't want to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. If you, it just, there's something about the whole. It
Now
throws
the
out the whole
racing
shape.
game, yeah, but it's like
Yeah,
the one you put in yours. What was you say yours was in? The
Cruising World. That was the
Yeah.
first one I did. Yep.
See, that's a little different. Like if you get it all nice and shaped and the bezel
Yep.
trying to
Yep.
cover all the and not look goofy or anything, it's neat.
That's the key. That's the key. You don't want it because, like you're saying, you don't want it to look wonky, kind of out of shape. Like you got to have a funky bezel you made by like out of craft paper. You don't want to do that. No, but they do
Yeah.
make some bezels for flat panel, because towards the end of the CRT's life cycle, they started making flat CRTs.
Yeah.
And so they have Hap actually sells them. Suzo Hap, they'll sell them, but you got to buy like 20 of them. It's insane. It's so expensive. But they have those bezels that they'll fit a standard cabinet, but then it bezels down to a flat monitor instead of a curve. So it looks really good. But like I said, you got to buy them. I'm thinking about going in once they're back in stock, picking up like 20 or 30 of them, however many you got to buy, and then just maybe sell them to other people, if they want to buy them. So
yeah. See, that's what I like about my Chulix arcade is everything's new. The monitor's flat, can be replaced. Like, it's
same
running on a
same thing with Star Wars, bro.
Yeah, it's running on a PC.
Yeah, it's a PC.
Just throw a new one in it, and it'll last more than anything else because the parts are just there.
Go to Best Buy, get a new TV, swap it out, done.
Yeah,
go.
Yeah,
yep, exactly.
So, but we got some other things to talk about later on in the stream.
Let's do this.
So, let's see, what was the next deal? Yeah, this is a good question for you. I've been wanting to ask.
Okay.
Is there any other arcades you plan on trying to get for your collection? Are there any that you want that one popped up, you'd be like, yeah, I got to get that one? Not to fix up or anything, or resell or anything, but one you would really like, kind of like the Star Wars and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I got I'm thinking I need a shooter, like a real shooter, but I keep going back and forth. I don't know what I want. Like if you start looking at I think about the games that I want, but then I think about the form factor they came in. They're kind of long and kind of big. All the House of the Deads were kind of stretched out. I really wanted LA Machine Guns. No, I'm sorry, not LA Machine Guns. The one before that, Gunblade New York. That was really cool, but it's kind of a long cabinet. It's got those big ass guns that are motorized. It's real fun. It's another Sega 3D game. And I remember playing that when I was in the Army, and I won a jacket in a competition because the sports bar was opening up, and I just kept throwing quarters in that when I got the highest score. But that one's kind of long, right? So that could only go over here. So I'd have to get rid of one of my racers. So I don't want to do that. House of the Dead always comes up. Like, oh, I want that. Same thing. Depending on the cab you can find.
Yeah, you're talking about some of those ones that look like a long pedestal, and then it has the I see those all the time.
All the time, because they got that long pedestal coming out towards you, and you got the two guns, and Sega made a bazillion of those. But Virtua Cop is another one, because you can get that in a stand-up version, and I can put that on this side. So I think I want a shooter. I even thought about, because there was a Revolution X. I thought, well, that'd be kind of fun. The guns are mounted, and I've always wanted to. I did some research. I thought about, okay, so I get that. I want to get that because it looks different than T2. Everybody does T2, so I get that, and then I'll put T2 in there also, and just do like a JAMA switcher and go back and forth and have like original boards. But I think it's got different soundboards that run it, so it wouldn't be as simple as I think, But I still have thought about that one, Revolution X, because nobody's ever going to make that one. Aerosmith, they're never going to pay for the license. It's just there's just no way. It's not going to happen. But I thought about a shooter. I got plenty of drivers. I think I'm good there. Light game. I always go back to Afterburner, but that game's not that fun. So what I would love to get is actually G-Lock. You ever played G-Lock?
G-Lock.
It's very similar to Afterburner, but it's just the gameplay is more fun. It's a Sega game. They made that big 360-degree thing that spins around.
Oh, yeah.
But they made the same game, but they have a regular stand-up version, and it's just got a flight stick, and it's not a big sit-down thing. So that would be kind of cool. So G-Lock is one. Revolution X or House of the Dead stand-up or Virtual Cop would be really cool. But I don't know. I go back and forth. I'm not exactly sure. So that combination, I would probably want not a driver, but a shooter, and then some kind of a flight game or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I'm thinking. Kind of round out the collection. But I don't know that there's one specific game out there that I would just lose my mind and have to go get, because I got Big Blue AVP. I got my Neo Geo. It was Star Wars trilogy before I got the Battle Pod. That thing is the way to go. So I don't know if there's one that I'm just dying to get, but I think there's plenty out there that I would probably. Oh, I'll tell you what. This is what I want. I've had my eye on it. It hasn't sold yet. I've been watching it. But every time I look at it, I just keep telling myself, I should get that. And it's nothing crazy. It's just NFL Blitz. But a real NFL Blitz. I think that would be fun. And you could swap out the boards. You can get because they got 99, they got 2000. And I'm just 2-player NFL Blitz.
That's what I got.
It's that cool midway shape, man. I love it. And it's just a fun ass game. So I'm thinking that might actually end up being my next purchase. If the guy doesn't sell it, because I'm thinking I might sell Raiden to make room for Big Blue. And then I'll shift everything over. I'm like, I think it might actually just be a real Blitz. I mean, I know it's not a real shocking cab, but it's just a fun ass game, man.
I think out of any cab design ever made on the planet, the best looking one was Midway cabinets.
They are great.
Combats, the Killers, NFL Blitz,
stretched out,
the NBA Jam with the long ass panel. I mean,
they're great.
I got a lot of them. I mean, I'm addicted to the Midway ones.
You're biased, man.
I am when it comes to Midway. Oh yeah.
But they're comfortable, dude. Those full size cabs, Midway cab with that stretched out control panel, you got all the room in the world to rest your hands. They're great cabinets, and that's one cabinet shape I just don't have in my arcade. It's it's a damn shame. It's a crime.
Yeah,
I got to get one.
Yeah, they're real sexy, and especially the Mortal Kombat one where it was
yeah.
just like those, but it came out a little bit and then
had the little extra bump on the front there. Yeah, sexy, man.
That was pretty wild.
Yeah.
But do you remember that game that was in the arcades? It was a racing game, but you were in like a tube, and you had and it looked like a little it looked like polygon based, because that's how old it was. But
hard driving?
You could but you could go like this, and then you could go around. It was like a
Stun Runner.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that game in the arcades.
That's a sweet game.
I saw one years ago on Marketplace, and you have to realize that thing is super rare, because how many of those do you even see that exist anymore? You know what I mean?
I don't see any of them, dude.
Because I don't really think if it was really that big of a game, so it probably wasn't made like all these other famous ones. But I remember that game. That was badass, dude.
You gonna try to find one? You gonna get one?
Oh no.
Come on, man.
No, but I was just saying, no, I mean, I got one of the arcades that I've been wanting. And then the other one before that I got was the Donkey Kong Jr. cocktail when I got the
Oh yeah,
original one.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and I mean, I wasn't even looking for that, but I saw it and I was like, dude, that's a Nintendo one. I need to get it. And it's super clean and super cheap. So I was like, I only paid $500 for that one.
Oh, you're kidding me? That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's all original. It was in a restaurant. It wasn't even in an arcade. That's why the paint
So it's
and
clean.
yeah, the control panel is not scratched or worn off. It's
No
the
cigarette
same.
burns or nothing like that.
And then
Nice. That's
inside is
nice, dude.
super clean, So yeah, I just bought that to buy it, but that's a hard game.
Well, you got the luxury of you got some space up there, man. So you can really
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of indulge yourself and get a nice, I mean, you've already got a great collection going, but I think if Stun Runner is something you really think you want, you should try to find it, man.
Yeah, but see, over that would be my top.
Okay.
My top.
What would be your top? Like what are you jonesing for right
Okay, I
now?
only got Cruising USA up here. So I really want another racer.
Okay.
And
That's the only racer you have. Okay.
Yeah. In arcade mode. Everything else is fighting in this damn thing or basketball and golf.
Right. Well, what about like a Crazy Taxi or something?
See, that's one I was
That'd be
thinking
fun.
about. There's one local, probably about 25 miles away from my house.
Dude, listen.
And it's
you
been
get
sitting on there.
Well, you get the one with the speakers in the seats, and then and if you get a good Naomi board,
Yeah.
those things boot up quick, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a cool looking shape too, the cabinet and
Oh
everything.
man, I missed this one.
Oh, you got to get that one.
Chris's World. You consider the Nova Blast for a candy cab? Oh, would I consider one?
Would you consider it? Yeah.
Like buying one for me?
Yeah. Well, maybe he's asking, do you consider that a
Oh.
candy cab?
Yeah.
It's inspired by. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I checked one out. I built the prototype. I sat down with it. It's really close. The control panel doesn't stick out quite as much as an Astro City, but I mean,
you built one.
Well, I had to buy this one and import it from China, and that was $2,500.
Oh yeah.
And then it just shows up, and I had to swap out the buttons and the sticks.
Yeah.
I had to do some wiring because it was wired for a different wiring standard. So there was a lot to do. So $2,500 just to get it to your house, and you got to go from there. And the prices have probably gone up. But if you get a Nova Blast, what are you talking about? $1,400 delivered to your house, and then you can plug anything you want to into it. I mean, I think it scratches the itch for a lot of people, man.
Well, see, my Chew Links, I got a lot of money into that. I mean, I did a trade and stuff, but it's all upgraded though. 2K screen, the speakers are all upgraded and everything. And I just bought the shell from my friend or whatever, and I bought the damn PC to go in it. So
that was fun though, wasn't it? When you built it, wasn't that fun?
Oh yeah. But I spent like $800 on a PC for it, so I could run Steam, and all the fighters.
Sure, yeah.
And that thing runs bad.
Listen,
it's bad one.
I think that's purpose built for those games. 16:9. That's the games are built for that. I think that's like the evolution of the candy cab. It's not an actual candy cab from the 90s, but it's an evolution of it.
Yeah. So I mean, I love that thing, but I don't know. I want a racer and then a shooter, and I always fall on like Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but then I think, damn, that cab is bulky. It's a big block,
thick, heavy as hell. You can't stand back because the guns are mounted.
Yeah.
It's got its ups and downs, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Besides T2 though, what would you want?
Like
a
you
shooter,
said, Revolution X or something.
Yeah.
I would, my favorite shooters, I would probably do one of those.
Yep.
You remember Operation Wolf? It had
the
too.
Absolutely. And those great 80s graphics, man. Oh yeah.
So that's another one I would consider. But and then we would go to the Sega stuff, virtual
Virtual
cop and
all the
that
House of
other-
Dead.
Yep, all the House of Dead crap.
So good.
They
man.
come.
I know.
The House of Dead ones come up all the time around here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
probably
think
like 4 of them on Marketplace right now.
They must have made a bazillion of them, man. They're out there like
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, because I'm looking at a couple right now. They're the long bodies,
Yeah.
so I can't really get them, But
Yeah.
like it's House of the Dead 4, it's House of the Dead
Mhm.
3.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
they're
all
all
of
over the
them.
place.
Yeah. So racing and shooters. I think I'm
Yeah.
done for the fighters because I mean I got a lot of fighters.
You got them all, don't you? You've got
Most of
everything.
them.
You've got
you know.
everything.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
mean,
okay,
I
let's-
play Golden Tee though and Power Putt more than anything else in here.
I know, I do too. That's the one arcade one-up that gets the most play. That and T2. I play those arcade one-ups all the damn time. But the
Yeah.
one over here, and we don't even play golf. We play the damn bowling game on this thing all the time. So I'm looking at your channel like, Chris has got to figure it out. I should just do that, man. Just get the bowling, to get the silver strike. They would love it.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's a fun game. Let's see.
Mm.
Wow. We were only on number 4, and we got how long you got tonight?
All night. I got all night. I ain't got to be at work till 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh,
I still got bourbon. Let's go.
Oh man. All right, number 5. How many my arcades do you have? Because I see you do a lot of
Ooh.
videos of that.
Oh, my arcade. Oh, the definition of quality, baby. I've got 1, 2. I've got, I think so. Okay, I've got like I think 6. But I think I only bought one. And it was
okay.
the Contra handheld. Dude, that was cool. So it had arcade games, the arcade versions of Contra 1 and 2. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. The back of it is OD green, like army green. The front of it has got the orange and the green and the 2 buttons, and it's got the vertical screen. So it's the proper ratio, the aspect ratio.
Yeah.
And if you just want to pick up and play some Contra, they're great if they make them just for the games, right? Like get you the pot. They call them the pocket player. Get that just for the game you love, whatever the game is.
Yeah.
They're really cool. You could display them, kind of like I do with my PSPs up here. You could take your favorite game, display them. They're fun, because they're purpose built for the game. And I think that's what they should stick to. The other stuff they make is kind of questionable. It's a little bit, I don't know. But that pole position game surprised me, though. That steering wheel was that was pretty tight. Usually they're absolute trash. It's spinning. You have no control. The car's flying all over the place. But it was actually pretty tight. So I'm like, okay, maybe they got something here.
Yeah. See, I saw some of your my arcade videos, and you were going pretty hard in the yard with them, and I was like, yeah, let me try it out. So I bought one. I haven't opened it. I haven't opened it yet.
Okay,
I got
but listen,
little...
let's say you don't open it.
Okay.
That is shelf worthy. You got to admit that.
Yeah.
Look at the packaging and all that.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're an yeah. Oh
Yeah.
dude.
And it's funny because years ago, I have one of these that's a Pac-Man one that a family member got for me. I never opened it. It's on the shelf.
Chris likes arcades. Buy him something. Yeah, it's for people that don't know what to buy you. Yeah.
And when I bought that, I was like, I went over there and looked at that, and I was like, that's my arcade. So I owned my arcade this whole time, didn't even know it.
You had no idea.
And then,
we got him a Street Fighter.
So I bought 2 of them. I was gonna do the review on them and stuff, but I haven't had the time to open them yet. So
yeah.
So you got me sold on 2 just because of you.
I'm telling you what, man, those freaking pocket players, I think because they feel solid.
Yeah.
And as long as you like the game, those are fun. Those are fun.
Yeah.
35
the arcades
bucks.
though.
Yeah.
They're probably just a shelf deal, right?
It's just a shell. They're not fun to play. The controls are wonky.
My hand, I'm like
it's like what are you doing here? It's like that's not
how am I gonna do an uppercut on Street Fighter?
You're not gonna be able to pull anything off. But
they need to make a Killer Instinct one so you can do 50 hit combos on this little
you gotta have like a toothpick to hit the buttons.
Yeah.
But if they
Oh,
would do
wow.
a handheld, a Killer Instinct handheld, that could be something really
Yeah,
fun
that's
because it's
true.
never been done before.
Yeah.
Street Fighter, there's a million of them out there, but something
Yeah.
do these funky one-offs like a Contra handheld. Who the hell's ever done that? Nobody's ever done that. And it's just a cool purpose-built thing to play that one game. If they
Yeah.
could do that with some of these other games they got, like the Sega Genesis games they got, dude. I mean, I would buy a Streets of Rage one all day long, and I might not even take it out of the box. That's one of the ones you put on the shelf, right?
Yeah.
Because that could be cool. That could be really cool if they get that Sega Genesis grid pattern, and they got the Genesis branding and Sega, and they got the little, Axel from Streets of Rage and Sonic over here and all that. That could be cool. That could be really cool.
So you recommend getting one of those little handhelds?
Yep.
Check
The
out
Pocket Player is the only one I really like. The
Pocket
driving
Player.
one is okay, and but like the joystick player, I don't like.
Okay.
The little arcades, if you want to keep them on your shelf, that's fine. But the only one worth playing are those Pocket Players. Those are pretty fun
Okay.
because they feel solid and they're pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you have any new Wave toys?
Oh yeah.
Machines?
Oh yeah. I've got 4 arcade machines. I've got Cubert. I've got Ghosts and Ghouls or Ghosts and Goblins. I can't remember which one it is. I got Dragon Slayer. I've got 1943, and then I've got the cigarette machine. I got that over there.
Yeah.
I got the change machine, and I got the new Coke machine. Not the Coke machine, the
Okay.
new Coke. I had to have the
Yeah,
new Coke.
one.
I told them, I saw them in Cleveland. I said, you guys got to do a Crystal Pepsi machine.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the 90s, you got to have Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah. Now, do you which change machine do you have? The brown or the blue?
The brown, the wood grain.
The brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See, they were all sold out when I wanted those. So I went on eBay and I got a blue one, brand new, for like $60. And that's how much that. Yeah. So he wasn't trying to.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to make no money, and I was like,
He was trying to get his money
that.
back. Yeah.
But now, New Wave Toys, I think you can buy the brown
re-released
one
them.
again. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
the only reason I got the wood grain, I was like you. I was going on eBay. It's like I can get the blue and the white one for 60, but the wood grain, God, they wanted like 120. So I had a viewer reach out, and he's like, "Listen, I got one. I still got the box for it. I'll sell it to you for what I paid for it if you want it." I'm like, "Hell yeah," And that's the only way I got one. And then they re-release them. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. So this one's cool.
I like that one.
That one sticks out.
I hate that I missed out on that one because it is so, it stands out. Like you said, it looks really cool.
Yeah. Boy, that price when you start, collecting these and you want these $200 a pop, just one after another. It's like, damn, I want to spend that money on some other things in here.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you, especially when a monitor goes out or something. You got to man, I got to fix the monitor, man. I ain't got time for this,
Yeah, because, honestly, these are awesome, right?
That's beautiful.
This, yeah, I want to say this one's sold out now, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that one's
I didn't get it. I've only got a spot for 4. Because like if I do any more, and I got the little carpets,
Yeah.
So I got the little blacklight rugs. But I've really only got a space for 4. So I'm like, when another one comes out, I'm gonna have to. Have you ever tried to sell one to see? What's the market out there for them? I don't know if you can resell them or not.
These little arcades right here.
Yeah, little new wave toys.
Yeah, eBay. They're all over eBay.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
So you could always go on there, search for whatever one you're looking for, right? And then you go in the settings, and you click where you see they're sold, ones that sold.
See what they're going for,
and then that's the best thing to check prices on eBay.
That's good. That's
where
good
the
way.
market is.
I wonder if I could sell one local. That way I don't have to ship it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Zotar. I got the blue change machine, and then I got the cigarette machine.
I had to get it. I had to get that.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so freaking
that
cool.
thing
The
is
fact that they
neat.
did it, it's so
Yeah.
cool. And they came up with different. They took all the original brands and changed them just a little bit so they could get away with it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Now, I did buy this one.
Oh, which
That
one?
was
Now you got the one with the control panel too, or no? Just this one? Yeah, that's a lot of money, bro. That's
First
a
off,
lot of money.
okay, so first off, this one with, the cute little topper on the deal, that
Which
was
is dope,
extra
yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
I think this one I paid $250,
Yeah,
for the pre-order, and I want to say without the top, it might have been like 179 maybe.
I think so. Yeah, without the
Something
topper,
like
yeah.
that. But then with the control panel, I mean, when I saw the control panel one, I wanted that. But that was $399. I'm thinking, look here. The PlayStation 5. I always go back to the PlayStation, right? A PlayStation
Yeah.
5 costs $500. Why in the future was I crazy? And I spent like $500 or $600 on a 1-up at the time.
No, I know. I'm with you. That's
You
kind
know
of
what
where
I'm
I got to
saying?
too. No, you're
'Cause
right.
I,
And
I
that's
sold them all, right? For
Yep.
I lost some money, but the PlayStation 5 sits here and you can play anytime you want, and you're not going to get bored because it's
Yep.
basically a PC. You replace
and you can buy PS4 games, you can buy PS5 games, you can download games, and yeah, it
and those
becomes a
machines
thing. Yeah,
cost more than that.
yeah.
Hell no. So when they released the price, it was $400. Okay, I love it. It's cute and everything, but come on.
Yeah, 400 is crazy.
First off, these old Golden Tee games, they're great. They are.
They are.
Until you play
The new games.
the new ones with the graphics and the controls are way better.
Yep.
You'll never want to play this crap again. And that's
Well,
honest.
And that's honest, and it's like the Madden curse. Like every year there's a new Madden. So why
Yeah.
would you want to play last year's Madden when the new Madden comes out? And it's the
Yeah.
same way with these. I mean, it's like unless you love pixelated graphics and you really love this
Yeah.
particular one, you're always going to want to play the newer golf game, man. It's just
Yeah.
because it's a bar
Exactly.
game. Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest. So
Yeah.
anybody, all the haters can clip this. I bought this just to put on the shelf and be on a track mode.
Yep.
I ain't playing this shit. I'll probably play, maybe 2 holes or something, set it on the shelf and let it glow and make its little noise.
That's what I do. I got mine sitting over here. I got my little
Yeah.
bar stools. My wife this year for Christmas, she loves me, right? She gets me. She finds these like little, they're like Barbies or whatever, right?
Oh yeah.
And they're these figures, and one looks like me and one looks like her. And on the dress she wrote, 19K Fox is my baby daddy. And I got those over here in the arcade. It's so funny. It's so cool. But yeah, mine are just for display, man. Like I'm not gonna play these things. They're great.
I mean, I think that's what they really are for.
I think so. Yeah.
Now, I mean, some people will fight you on it, but they're just to sit and you look at it, and it's a neat little arcade. It makes you
It's great.
imagination.
You got the sounds. You got the lights. You got the
Make a
track
little
mode going.
arcade.
They're very, very cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't play these things. I just don't know, man.
It's a one-time try,
Yeah.
and then it's for decoration,
Yeah.
But now
I'm right there with you.
the pinball one, that was pretty neat.
I got that pre-ordered.
You did?
I got that pre-order because that's going to stand out. I may have to get rid of 1943, or I may be able to scoot everything over and fit that over here. But the pinball, I had to have that just to have something different.
Yeah, it's cool with the sound.
Yeah.
And people were hoping that they want to make it playable,
Yeah.
but it would, to make something that small playable, it would have just had to been digital. Because then, if it was, but I don't know. I think they did a good job on the first one, just to kind of, go with it and see how it goes. And
I said the same thing on my channel when I saw it. I'm like, I understand, but it's one thing to have a little digital screen with a joystick and 2 buttons. It's
Yeah.
another thing to have a physical solenoid firing inside this machine and
Yeah.
have like bumpers and everything going. There's just no way, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much that would be if they were able to pull that off? God,
Yeah.
like $1,000.
But they really are a neat company though. And
Yeah.
New Wave Toys, they come out with all these little neat machines and stuff. Of course, I don't have an arcade one yet. It'll be the Golden Tee will be the first one I got. Because I wish I would have got the 1943, but if I ever get that
That's
one,
cool.
then I have to get on eBay or something. But they're just neat.
They're so cool.
Yeah.
No, they're great.
And they
Especially
suck
if
you
have the
in because
real-
then they
Oh,
release
yeah.
another one. Then you're gonna want to
Oh,
buy
yeah.
it. I mean,
Oh yeah. No, they get you.
It's
They get you.
over.
They got me. They got me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll just have the one. No, you can't do
Yeah.
it because then you want the bar stool and then you want the little the black light rug. Oh yeah, they get you.
Oh yeah. Have you noticed Numbskull no MK, New Wave Toys no MK? Oh yeah. No
I
Mortal
don't see. I
Kombat
don't.
or
I don't
anything.
understand. For me, I don't understand that because it looks like on the outside looking in that
Yeah.
Midway, WB, like Arcade One Up could lock that down. Why can't anybody else lock that down? That license.
Yeah. That's weird because they do got Street Fighter. Now see like a Mortal Kombat 2 or
Dude.
maybe an Ultimate in a New Wave
Yes.
Toys form. Oh
Yes.
gosh, that would be bad.
Yes.
I'd order
Dad,
like
Killer
3 or
Instinct.
4 of those suckers. Yeah.
Man, I would love to just have a whole like just line up all the
Oh,
fighters, man.
yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah, but I guess
can't
they can
believe-
only, do so much at a time, just because they don't want to get overwhelmed. But
Yeah. I mean, I like the fact that they're doing some of the weird cabs because
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to find some of these weird cabs out there. You'll probably never be able to find them. So it's cool that they come out with those. But I'm like, okay, so you've been to car shows, truck shows,
Oh, yeah.
all that. So the car show you go to where the guy restored his 69 Camaro and he's got the hood popped. And on his air cleaner, he's got a model of a 69 Camaro and it looks just like his.
yeah.
So I kind of want to have a replica of an arcade machine I have and have it setting either on top or off to the side or something, right? So I have like a little representation of the real thing, sitting next to it.
Yeah.
I would love to have that.
Yeah, that would definitely be cool.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they did a Golden Tee one though, just because, even though it got a lot of flack by all the people that won all these 1960 and 70 games, it's like, I mean, I had to leave their page, I guess, on Facebook because, I got a short temper
Yeah.
with stupidity.
Yeah.
And I told some people, dude, look at all this other crap they brought out. It's all old stuff like y'all like. Hey, give
Yeah.
us the Street Fighter and give us some other stuff. I mean, it don't need it because I never played Crystal Castles in my life.
No, I didn't
Okay.
either. Yeah.
Cool artwork. That's a bad cab right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
But if I saw that in the arcade at the time I went in the arcade, I wouldn't play this crap. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like that's cute and move on to something, gory.
I
or
wouldn't.
shooting
Yeah, I wouldn't know what.
stuff or-
Yeah. I'm a late '80s kid.
Yeah,
I'm in the
yeah.
arcade. I'm like, what am I playing? I'm playing Street Fighter. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm playing.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with this. And I think that's where they started. They had a lot of 70s and 80s love. So what's wrong with the 90s cab? I never saw anything wrong with Golden Tee.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. I thought it was funny that they were coming out with that and Arcade One Up was coming out with that. We were making a joke that everybody was just making Golden Tee.
Oh yeah.
But no, I never saw anything wrong with it. I mean, I think the
Oh,
more
yeah.
the merrier, man. I hope they crank out 10 or 15 a year, man. And then that way, eventually, everybody's going to get what they want.
Yeah, I mean that's what they should do. I mean, they should, bring because I don't know how many cabinets they actually bring out a year for pre-order. What do you think? Maybe 3 or 4?
Yeah, it's not that many. I think maybe
Yeah,
at most,
maybe every
maybe
quarter.
6. But
Yeah.
then it's like there's a pre-order window, and then you don't get it for a while. You got to wait, So
Yeah.
it's now they're coming out with a lot of like this year. They had a lot of accessories. They had a lot of like stuff. They had the cigarette machine that was actually last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was last year. That was at the Cleveland show.
It
Yeah,
takes
that's
almost
kinda
like
cool.
9 months to a year
Takes a
to
while.
get the
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
you're probably looking at 5 or like you said, probably 5 or 6
yeah.
cabinets every year, and then other
Yeah.
stuff sprinkled in.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, dude, little
Yeah.
Killer Instinct, little Mortal Kombat,
Yeah,
line
that'd
those
be
fighters up because they could do Mortal Kombat and they could skin it in 1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah.
They could do Killer Instinct 1 and 2. I mean, people would buy them
Oh,
all.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, that's
you'd
so
buy them
yeah,
all.
Mortal Kombat is
Oh yeah,
that'd be a killer hit.
that would be incredible. And they could do that one midway shape, and they could skin it in all 4 variants. And I guarantee you, Zohar, he'd buy all 4 of them.
Oh,
He'd be
yeah, yeah.
all over it. Yeah,
Yeah,
have them
because
lined up.
how many times has he bought Mortal Kombat cabinets?
Yeah, and
It's
he's
just
a
like at the
fan.
iconic arcade. If it was Mortal Kombat, he would have bought that.
What about that? Yep.
Yeah,
And they need to do it.
yeah. And
They need to
that's
do it.
funny because that's our next subject.
Let's bring it on, baby. Let's
Iconic
do it.
XXL arcade. Your
Okay.
thoughts,
Here we go.
and are you buying it?
Okay. So I was lucky enough to get invited up to the suite. I got to see this thing. When I got there, they had the Street Fighter 2 version put together. And they were on the 19th floor, and the suite was on like the 21st floor. So we had me and B and console kids had to take the stuff upstairs and all that.
Yeah.
We got everything moved upstairs. I got to put together the Street Fighter Alpha 2 version. So I got to build it.
Yeah.
So this thing goes together just like a 1-up.
Yeah.
John D said they're using one of the same
Factories or something?
manufacturing. Yeah, the factories that actually built
Okay.
them. So same factory. The brackets, the screws, all that's like the same, right?
Same
if you
design.
put together 1-up, it's gonna feel
Yeah,
very
same.
familiar to you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's what I
the size-
figured.
Yeah, and that's no surprise. But that in a way that's really good, right? It's got the depth is really what kind of took me by surprise. This thing is deep, and he said he did that because he wanted the artwork. He didn't have to like stretch it or shrink it or crop it. Yeah, he wanted it to be as close to accurate as possible. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
When I was working on the control panel, it's got like HAP IL style sticks.
Yeah, there's like clones,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they're clones. He said they're HAP clones, but you could easily, because of the bolt pattern and everything is already there, you could throw those things away and slap in some HAP or ILs. You'd be ready to go. It's
Well,
just
you know,
it's
people
just-
will.
Oh yeah.
They probably
absolutely.
already bought it
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, exactly. Got them sitting there ready to go. So that was cool, and the buttons, you can swap those out. They're not they got a lot of spring tension. They're another clone, but they're not concave, they're convex, so they're rounded like a Sanwa,
Yeah.
but they're thick like a HAP, right? So that was kind of, you would have to get used to that. I'd swap them out. That's nothing. That's
Yeah.
cheap. But I haven't pre-ordered one yet because I haven't seen a user interface. So for behind the scenes, right? When we got there, I put the second cab together and everything looks good. The monitor was just like, it wasn't decased, right? So it wasn't like just an LCD. It was still in its shell, right? So it was mocked up, and it was a prototype, and it's fine. I'm sure they're going to change some of that stuff. It has a Raspberry Pi, and it was just running Betacera, just a generic, version, generic build. And then it had those games in there, and you played the games. I have no idea what the UI looks like. I don't know. Like, is it going to be clunky? Is it going to be smooth? Is it going to be simple? John was talking about buttons on the thing are going to change. Like, your 6 buttons are going to be there, but there was a headphone jack he's going to move down, and then he's going to maybe add another button for like another coin in button or something. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. The volume knob was kind of flush, and it needed to stick up some. He's like, well, we're going to change that. So there's a lot of little things are going to change. I think, and I don't know, knock on wood, maybe. I think he might even widen the cabinet.
Yeah.
I think that might actually happen, and that would be a great thing.
See, that's what
You
I
know?
said in one of my videos.
You said it, yeah. You kind of started it, and people were like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make it wider. Make it
Yeah,
wider.
at
Just a
least
couple
3
inches."
inches. Yeah, because
If you do that, it's going to be damn near a 1-for-1 recreation. I mean, it's going to be damn close,
yeah,
because that's the worst dimension. Everything else is within like 90%, but it's a
yeah,
little too skinny, right?
yeah. It's 22
Um,
inches, right?
yeah, it's 22, and
Yeah,
the
22.
RKO one up is 21. So
Yeah,
that's inside to inside, right? But the stock control panel for an HS1 is 23 3/4, almost 24 inches wide. So if he could go a little wider, a couple inches wider, he'd be right there.
so
Um,
so they were only
yeah,
that wide.
yeah, yeah. So I
Is it?
looked, so because I thought that it was less. So I actually said on my show, "Oh, it's way too skinny." But then people were like, "No, Fox, you're comparing it to an HS5, which is what I have, which is
Uh-huh.
wider." So I'm
Yeah.
like, "Well, let me start looking." So I'm looking at original advertisements for the cabinet, and then I'm actually going on eBay and different websites to try to buy a control panel for an HS1.
Mm,
And sure enough, the dimensions for an HS1, the width, the inside width is 23 3/4 inches. So then I'm like, well, let me check another cabinet that I have that has a 19-inch monitor, and that's my Road Blasters.
yeah.
Same thing. It's under 24 inches inside to inside.
Hmm.
So that would be about the same time that the cabinet came out, the HS1 design. So that's where that is. So if he goes 24 inches, that'll be the same width as the original HS1s,
Yeah.
and but I think for me, I want to wait. I want to see like who's going to design the user interface, like who's doing it,
Yeah.
right? We don't really know. Is it, like I said, is it going to be clunky? Is it going to be smooth and simple? I just don't know yet, and we
Yeah.
got till June. They're gonna do the pre-orders till June. You're gonna be able to pay half now, half later. So I'm gonna wait. I hope in a couple months we'll see something, some kind of a
Yeah. Some
video
more.
showing off. Yeah, something, like I
Yeah.
want to see what that looks like. Because if it's just kind of crude and kind of clunky, it's it's
Yeah.
$700, dude. That's not
Yeah, but you're
that's not
also
that's not nothing. That's
yeah, but looking at all your original arcades, you know what I mean?
No, I
So
agree, and that's where I'm at, right? And you and me are in the same boat. It's like you see something on Craigslist for 500. Well, I can put 200 in it, and I'm at the same price as an Iconic. So it's like, well,
yeah,
what
it's
do
the
I
real
do?
crap, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what do I do? It's like we're $6.99 here. It's like, I feel like if it was $4.99, okay, go ahead and pre-order it. It's like it's not
Yeah.
it's $500, nothing to sneeze at, but it's not crazy.
Yeah.
I think for $700, $6.99, I feel like I need to see more before I pre-order this thing. I feel like I really need. And Michael B was asking me about it. I told him the same thing. It's like I don't think
Yeah.
it's, for what I saw, looked good, but it's, you know what I mean. It's like that's a big question. What if this UI is slow and clunky? And it's just like, and you got to restart it all the time. And we don't know. We don't know.
Well, see, another
Um,
crazy thing is like see the deal about Arcade One Up though, they had
Yeah.
retail stores.
Yes.
This one does not.
No.
Unless something changes in the future, but you know what I mean? So
Well,
it's gonna for them to survive. I mean, people like on YouTube that
Mhm.
see
Mhm.
this, they're the ones that's gonna make or break it. Yeah, I mean,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, because I mean,
I
it's
think
not
I
retail.
think no, it's not. There's not. I think they're working with Spreetail. Well, I'm sorry, VMI, which is a company that Spreetail owns. So they've got that connection, right? But you're exactly right. They need to get people. They need to get cabinets in the hands of reviewers to give them to really tell the masses
Yeah.
what this is all about. And they got to be unbiased. They got to shake it down.
Yeah.
They got to be 100%, inside and outside. What does this look like? Because, like you said, I can't just walk into Walmart and get it.
Yeah. And see,
Yeah.
and that's where Arcade One Up, if you want a arcade and say, man, I really want a Street Fighter, all you got to do is drive to the store. I mean, they even got them at Nebraska Furniture Marts. They got a
I know.
whole I mean, they have like 15 cabs on display of Arcade 1-Up. I mean, see, that's a
Yeah.
lot of competition,
Yeah.
because retail. But
Right.
yeah, I just wanted your thoughts on that one.
Yeah, I think it's what you would expect with a 1-Up, half-inch
Yeah.
wood, all that stuff. It's got I think it's got a little bit. It's probably a little bit better than Arcade 1-Up quality. But like I
Yeah.
said, I haven't seen the retail version because the one I saw had one-piece side panels. The retail version is not going to have that.
Yeah, it's gonna be cut in half
It's
with the
going to be
line,
cut
right?
in half,
Yeah.
right? So how do they put that together? How does that line up? All
Yeah.
this stuff matters when you're spending $700. So
Yeah. They do look cool though.
yeah,
I mean, they do look cool.
the Alpha
Um,
2 I would want. Yeah.
Ooh, here's the next subject.
Oh, spacey.
Now, this is a lot of things been changed now, so we're just going off an old photo, but the FuCade.
F you.
So
Oh my God.
what do you think of this thing? Now it has changed because I know on the left side, how he was saying the marquee, really sticks out there and it's too big because
Right,
didn't
right.
I didn't like that, but I really think the concept is pretty neat because you can slip the front part on and then it's a freaking a Nintendo type
Uh-huh.
cabinet. So
Uh-huh. I think that what he's trying to do is ambitious. I think that it's really cool to have the 19-inch monitor that will automatically rotate based on the
Yeah.
game you're playing. Like
that's
Glenn's
crazy.
doing some high level stuff with this. He's not messing around. He's not effing around, huh? F you. So but
Yeah.
it's I think that he is sacrificing some of the style with the marquee because he's trying to do, like you said, the whole Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
I think that me personally, the marquee is funky. Like let's say I don't want to do the Nintendo add-on. Well, now I'm left with this odd kind of looking
Yeah.
marquee. I think for me, what I would like to see is make that marquee a little smaller, like a traditional. Maybe get rid of some of the way it curves back down. Just kind of have it curve up naturally.
Yeah.
Smaller marquee. But other than that, I think it's pretty damn cool, man. And I know that he's also going to have the option to have a 26-inch Unico.
The Unico screen, that you got in one of your machines.
I'm telling you, listen,
Yeah.
I had the first iteration, which was pretty good. The
Yeah.
second generation's even better. It's got the potentiometers right there on the board. You can dial your colors in. It's really nice. And I think that, listen, if anybody out there wants a full-size machine, there's no place else they can go. Nobody else is making a full-size machine with an option for a 26. And you can get this thing and you can put it together. And it's a multi-cade.
Yeah.
Do what you want. You can put a original board. You can put a Viper board. You can get a Pandora's box. You can put a PlayStation 5. Do whatever the hell you want. This is perfect for those people that they've only got like one corner and one room in their apartment or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the way to go.
See, I would get one of these if I didn't have my 2 Dynamo Street Fighters, just because both of those, they're not running on the original hardware. They're running on the RGB Pi or whatever that has all the
games. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it
Yeah.
has every Street Fighter, the Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and their CRT monitors. So when they're turned on, you can't tell the difference that's not running on original hardware. It's insane.
No, you can't. You're right. You can't.
It's beautiful.
And for those of you out there like us, like others people, like if you really want a multicade, you would get a Dynamo cabinet, right? Because that's what they were back in the day. They were basically the cabinet that everybody put all their games into.
Yeah.
And you can pick one up for $500 and then you can clean it up and you can put whatever artwork you want on it. And like you said, you can do what you're running in there. You could do a Pandora's box, whatever, a jam, because they make Pandora's boxes with the JAMA connection.
Yeah.
And you plug it in and you're good, and Glenn's going to have that for competition in some aspects. So he's got kind of an uphill battle for sure.
See, I love those, my 2 Street Fighter dynamos, just because I got Third Strike on there. I got all the want you want on there. And then, a few other things. I mean, there's Sega games on there and stuff, but it looks so good playing like aerial fighters on there.
Yes.
Like, and you can't tell the difference. I mean, it's amazing.
It's not, stuff. I mean, it's like, and it's arcade accurate because Dynamo made those generic cabs, those HS5s, and everybody put everything in them, you know? So it's like, you can't say it's not arcade accurate. So you could get that. I bought my cabinet, my Dynamo HS5. I paid $500 for it. It had a Surf Planet in it, which was an Atari game that had a joystick. Like, they put everything in those cabinets. I turned it into a Raiden cabinet, but you can do that, whatever, but for those people that maybe they can't get a physical, like a full-size arcade up the stairs or in their apartment, this is like going to be the next best thing.
Yeah, because it'll come in pieces and you can
haul
it all up and put it together and then bam,
Yeah, you're done.
So
but I'm with you. I think the marquee is a little funky on the one that that's the non-Nintendo version. It would be cool if he could just make 2 different versions. I know he's trying to do it all out of one design, and that makes sense, and I get it, because it's it's easier to do that than have 2 different versions. But yeah, I kind of wish that marquee was a little, squish it down a little bit to be good to go.
Now, you think the Nintendo add-on part, you think that's extra, or do they all come with that, you think?
I think it's extra. I think it's got to be extra.
I
don't know. I don't know if he said that or not. I don't know. It's probably extra. I would think so. Yeah.
Looks good though. I can't wait to see the finished product.
I think it's going to be, it's so slick. I mean, and even though I want the 26, the 19 that flips, rotates automatically. Come on, that's awesome.
Yeah. Now the next one. I don't know if you follow the group on Facebook, but there is always somebody bitching on this page. The the AtGames 4K pinball page, the unofficial official or some shit.
I love that. I love it.
I know. Yeah. There's so much complaining every day on that thing. That's why I haven't bought one, because I hear a bunch of craziness.
It's wild, dude.
And what wears me out about them, because I got the HD version, and I'm waiting for the Killer Instinct, because they're supposed to put that on the HD version too,
Yes.
And then the CFDs, I'll get that too. But anyways, I haven't bought one because, for one thing, I get the prices, but they have these stupid sales. That price never changes on those machines. It's just, it'll be, because I saw it over the Christmas and Black Friday and crap.
Right. Yeah.
And they'll just jack up the price, but mark it checked out, and it'll be the same damn price as was before. I checked on it like 3 times, and it's like $11.99 and or whatever, but big sale, and it's the same damn price it was.
It's the same price.
Fake news, man. Stupid. So
it doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah.
I haven't bought one yet, because I really don't want to spend that kind of money on that when I can spend that money on, something else.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason why I got the HD is because it a couple of years ago, it was at Sam's Club and it was $3.99 clearance.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can beat that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have bought one for $700.
No. I played one at Pinball Expo, and they're pretty cool, man. They're pretty neat.
Does it really look pretty good though?
No, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like the HD. It looks, I think they fixed the proportions, and it feels good. It plays good. And I'm right there with you. I was like, well, damn, I want to get that Attack from Mars. I think that looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm Michael, let me get that one. But then, man, there's like every every month or two, there's a controversy, and the servers are shut down, and they do updates to brick your system where you can't do OTG and all this stuff. And I'm like, what
Oh
the hell?
yeah.
I said, I'm glad I'm just sitting on the sidelines watching this.
That's what
kinda
I've been
play
doing.
out.
I go to that group every day and just see the continued chaos. And it's like once that like dies, then maybe
Yeah.
I'll jump in one. They can get all the kinks and stuff out, you know?
Right. I'm kind of with you on that one. It's like let it just kind of play out. Let's just see. Because
Yeah.
what happens if next year they come out with a Killer Instinct like skinned pinball machine?
Oh, see, I'd be so
They
pissed
could.
off if
I
I would have
know.
bought one and then I gotta sell this crap. And then it's
gotta
the whole
start over.
arcade one up situation again, dude. We buy all this crap, and then we sell it, and then I'm gonna buy it again, and
Got to upgrade. I got to
oh
go. The
my
deluxe is
gosh.
out. Oh yeah, it never ends. Yeah.
I would love to see AtGames, you know, they're pushing this 4K, right? And then this December, you know, Mick Mullet comes out on the Twisted Game and said, CEO's gonna show you something. It's the 8K pinball at games. And then all these people that bought the 4K are screwed.
They got to sell their machine to get the 8K.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be hilarious.
An 8K with like a 50-inch playfield or something. Like it's just different enough to where they got to upgrade.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting on that. But I mean, I still like the HD one. I just want a few more games on it. You know, some fresh stuff.
I'm with you too. I like the shape of the new ones. I mean, they look pretty good. They feel pretty good. I got to put one together because they had sold one, and so they have it in a box. And so me and Michael B went over there, and we were unboxing it, put it together. It goes together pretty good. It makes sense. Everything plugs in. You know, you update it, and away you go. And it's a pretty nice little machine. You know, but I'm not like in a big rush to go get one.
Yeah, because they're available.
Yeah, just wait.
You can buy one, whatever. Wait till they actually have a sale.
They might have a real sale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
where it's like $800 or something. Yeah.
Something crazy, you know, and then you'd be like, yeah, I'll pick that up. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this next topic's going to be fun. And I guarantee you're going to talk about it on your upcoming Sunday show. But I'm going to break the silence.
Boom.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. This is one of the topics of the Sunday show.
Yeah. I knew it would be.
What do you think about this? Because you don't have any real pinball. I don't have any real pinball. What do you think about this one?
I'll be totally honest. If they can get this thing looking this pretty for $1,000, well, they say under 1,000, so that would probably be $999. You know, $999. But if they sell this for 1,000, you got me at 1,000. I will try it out, dude, because it's a real pinball machine. Now, of course, it's not like, you know, the glass is made in Italy, like these $10,000 pinball machines. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, some of those are. It's so stupid
like
that they're $15,000. I mean, wow.
No way.
But $1,000 that looks pretty freaking good to the real pinball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I definitely try this. And I like the theme, man. This thing is sick. That artwork is sick.
Like a wicked, like goth, like Alice in Wonderland. Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's good.
You know, and it's not finished yet. Like a lot of the graphics they're going to be putting on it. I mean, this is just how it is right now. And that's magnificent, dude.
It's crazy to think that like this has actually come together pretty quick.
Yeah.
So like when you consider that, you know, we just had what was it, October, September? We just had the Pinball Expo, and now here we go. They've already got because at the Pinball Expo they just had a shell, and I got to talk to Peter and everybody there, and you know they were talking about it was all conceptual, and you're like, man, I don't know if are they gonna have anything? Well, here we are, January, and they've already got like a fully functional working prototype right now. And like he was saying in his video, they've got to refine stuff. some of the ramps are too steep or too easy to hit, or they got to open this up and open that up. And he hit the ball and it went up and it popped out of the castle.
Oh,
So
yeah,
they gotta work on some
Oh,
stuff,
of course, yeah.
But yeah, so
It looks
here's my deal.
fantastic, dude.
So what do you do? So do you get this? Or do you get an AtGames? I kind of want to try this before I want the AtGames.
Yeah, because I mean, if you've already
different.
tried like the HD
Yeah.
AtGames before,
Yeah.
you're only upgrading to new games in 4K. Dude, this is like a real twinkle, and this is
Yeah.
like 3D real life stuff,
Like a
not
real,
screen.
like a real pin. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And I love the debate that's because it's going to happen, and people are going to be in the Facebook forums and they're going to be smashing their keys. It's not a real arcade, or it's not a real pinball machine. Well,
look, it broke. Yeah, or something stupid.
I mean, but look, it's a real machine. Now, how do you define a real machine? Does it have to be a certain size? Because they got real flippers, real solenoids, real ramps, the ball's going up and down, and all the stuff.
It looks like real rubbers and stuff too.
Dude, I think it is. Yeah.
I mean,
so I want to see it. I want to play it, but I really want to know, like, being console kids have a show and they're freaking fanatical about pinball. I want those two guys to play it because I want to get their opinion. Like, how does it feel? Like, I don't really know enough about.
Yeah, real pinball players.
Right.
Yeah, to get their advice. Yeah.
Yeah, get some people that are all about Stern, have them play it and have them tell us what do you think about it? What's it lacking? Is it fun? Is it, what's the deal? So, but I think this is sick, dude. I think this is something genuinely different,
It's really neat looking.
Oh,
somebody was already, I think on the video of this on Facebook when I had it on there or whatever, somebody was already talking to crap about the backboard of her hands too big that's coming.
Yeah. Let's pick it apart, people.
Yeah,
let's pick it apart.
Let's just talk shit about everything.
Everything.
It's crazy, man.
I think it's funny. You got these people that are actually trying to do something different. They're not trying to make another V-Pin. They're not trying to make another arcade one-up. They're trying to make a real pinball machine that's smaller, right? And under $1,000. That's nobody else is doing that. There's custom pinball machine makers, and I saw them at the expo, and they got wild stuff going on. It's really cool.
Expensive too,
but they're very expensive. This one dude had, like, the play field was on hydraulics or airbags, and the whole play field would move around. It was crazy. Holy crap. They're making something under $1,000. It's a real pinball machine.
Yeah.
And they're actually freaking building the thing. So I love the people that make fun of them, and they've never built anything in their life.
Oh yeah, exactly. I don't like that either. I think it's really, really neat though. Yeah, like you said, there's people on like SC and websites that will make you a digital pinball, a full size digital pinball.
Yeah.
The cheapest one is like 4,500. They go up. You want all these crazy Danes and stuff,
$5,000, $6,000,
$7,000, and then you're getting in the real pinball. Now, why are you going to spend $6,000 or $7,000 on a digital when you can have like an original real shit?
Right.
I mean, it might be one game, but come on, dude.
But it's a real thing, and that's like that's the whole. This is like, and I told Peter this at the show, and I was talking to him. I'm like, this could really like fill that gap, because you got V pins, and then you got, and they range from like an AtGames, where they're like a grand, all the way up, like you were saying, $5,000 or $6,000, depending on who makes it, right? And then you get the real pinball machines. They start at $6,000 or $7,000. So you need a real pinball machine in there somewhere to kind of make up that gap, right? And they're
doing it. And if they come out with a couple different ones over, the years or whatever, if this first one goes great.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine having those, like a few of those neat things?
That'd be cool. Because you got the sound, like the real sounds of the real solenoids, the real flippers, and the real ball rolling up the hill and everything.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I want a real pinball machine, I really want a few, but the ones I want are thousands of dollars,
Yep. Yep.
3,000, 35. I saw one
Yep.
I wanted that was like the number one I always wanted a pinball machine is Tales from the Crypt one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Who made that one? Was that Data East? Who made that one? I don't even know who made that one.
It might have been either
Yeah.
that or Bally.
But how much are they going for?
The last one I saw on that was about 55, maybe 6.
So for everybody watching the show, to put this in perspective, like I paid like $5,600 for my battle pod. So that's how expensive pinball machines are. That's how expensive pinball machines are. So I'm paying $5,600 for something with like a 42-inch screen and all that, and then that won't even touch a real pinball machine,
Yeah.
So it's like,
so you paid $5,500 for that, huh? Wow.
Yeah, $5,600 delivered. Yep.
Damn. See, when I bought my Guitar Hero, at the time was $2,400, and then I ended up selling it for $9,000. But it's the owner of Cidercade that bought it down the road.
Okay, that's cool.
The guy that owns all the Cidercades, Dallas, Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was nothing.
He's got a couple bucks.
Yeah, he just said, yeah, no problem. but it helped me because then I did some other things with the money. But
oh heck yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that Star Wars. Yeah, that thing's killer, dude.
Dude, you got to check into it. It's a sit-down flight sim, basically, man. You got to check it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. But
I'm telling you, dude, it's like you think it's heavy and awkward and all that. It's really not. The seat comes off. The topper is all plastic. It comes off. So you really just got a TV and on a stand, and the stand has 4 wheels. So it actually rolls around pretty good. And once you get it on a dolly, now I know you usually have people help you get this inside, but it's really not that bad. And once you get it in, I guess in your case, it would be upstairs, get it where you want it. The topper goes on with like 6 little screws. The seat bolts on with like 4 bolts and 1 wiring connection.
Nice.
You're done, dude. It's really not that bad.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome.
It's great, man. It's a fun one.
Here's an off topic. You buying a Switch too?
Probably. My dumb ass will probably buy the damn thing. Yeah. You know why? Because it's bigger. I'm a simple man. Yeah. I'm a simple man.
Well, a lot of people, there's videos of people getting pissed off because it's the same thing. I'm like, well, why? So is a PS4 and a PS5.
Yeah.
It's a console. I mean, I think it was Nintendo found the sweet spot.
They did.
On a console, a dock and a portable.
Yep.
And look how many it sold. I think they said lifetime it surpassed PlayStation 2 sales now.
So if you got a console and it's not going to be as powerful as PlayStation or Xbox because they're damn near they're damn near PCs, right? Okay, so we're Nintendo. Okay, we got this. We don't want to have something that's going to compete with them because it's just going to be a spec shootout. What are we going to do? How can we be different? Oh, I know. Let's make it a handheld that's dockable, and you can pop off the controllers, and you can buy multiple controllers, and you can have like 4, 6, 8 people playing at the same time. And it's also like a Wii, with the remotes and all that stuff. It's like combine the best of everything. And then, I mean, you're right. It's the perfect sweet spot. And let me ask you this. Is this the first time that Nintendo has named anything a 2? Like we never got the NES 2. It was the Super NES.
And the Wii, we never got that. That was
we never got a Wii 2. There was never a GameCube 2. They all had their own names. This is the first time we've had a legit sequential like successor to a system where they just straight up said, this is the Switch 2.
Yeah, they want you to know.
They want you to know. Yeah.
You know, it's funny because Nintendo's probably smarter than I would say almost everybody else.
Obviously.
They know what will suck you
Yep.
in, dude.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
and then when they showed in the trailer, when they showed Mario
Dude.
Kart, get out of here. That's
Everybody's
the number
buying
one.
it.
That's the number one game that people want on it is Mario
Everybody's buying
Kart.
it. Everybody's buying it. Everybody's buying it. Everybody's playing it. I'm not going to sit here and try to be a hater or try to act hard. I'm not gonna buy bullshit. I'm going to get it. Yeah, I'm going to get it because it makes sense. It's all about like perceived value. Like you're getting, it's going to have better specs. It's going to be physically big like 8-inch screen. You know, it's got that cool charcoal gray look that everybody likes, you know, and magnetic controllers and stuff. Oh yeah. Oh
See,
yeah.
I'll be getting one for free because I got 5 Switches I own. I'll just sell 2 and buy the
Sell a couple
new.
switches. Sell a couple switches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to list my OLED. I got to list the OLED. But look what else they did. Backwards compatibility.
Oh yeah, I know that's the best feature.
Keep your library. You're fine. You know, PlayStation 2 did it way back in the day. Take your PS1 games, slap it in here. You know, they dicked up when they came out with the 4 and they weren't compatible with the 3 and all that. But Nintendo, like you said, they're smart, dude. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
and yes, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. You know, I'll buy it.
Yeah, that's
as
a
much
day
as I
one
travel,
for me. I'm just ready for.
Oh yeah.
I'm just ready for the release date. Come on.
Yep. Just give it to me. Tell me how much I got to spend. It's fine. I'll sell some stuff. Whatever.
What's your favorite part about owning arcades?
Playing them.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Okay, playing them is number one. But there is something because I learned so much when I get to crack one open. So like, okay, here it is. It's kind of dirty. It's got maybe little things broken here or there. I get to crack it open. I get to it's like step back in time. Like here it is. It's 93 all over again. And I'm looking at the sticker that some guy put on there and the wiring some guy did. And I got to look at the guy who came along 10 years later and he did this repair, that repair and all that. That's fun. But I think once all that's done, that's fun. But once all that's done and they're down here and they're in the arcade and I can just walk up to them and just play it.
Yes.
That's the most fun. It's fun putting them together and obsessing over the details and putting in new sticks and buttons. But playing them is just the most fun.
Yeah, and you don't have to wait in line. You don't have to put
no quarters.
You're in your own arcade, just like when you were a child. And bam, I can walk right over there, and nobody can't tell me shit that I can't play my Killer Instinct.
Mom can't say, "Come on, it's time to go." We got to get in the car, find your brother and sister. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Yep. It's
same here.
So fun.
I love the stuff. Now the next subject is gonna piss both of us off. Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, for God's sakes. Hold on. No. We're going to have this conversation, but I got to have a drink. I got to have a drink.
Yeah.
Did they pick that? Did they get that one guy? Did they get that coach?
I haven't really paid attention
to
it yet.
Where do you want to start, brother? Where do you want to start? This is group therapy right now. Damn Dallas Cowboys.
I guess before we start on that, we'll take one break. I'll show you something else.
Okay.
Before we get to that shit.
Let's do that before we break our own hearts.
Yeah. Okay, so I got the Silver Strike Bowling last Friday. I picked it up, right?
Oh yeah.
Left it on for days, man, playing that and doing good.
Uh-huh.
You know how old arcades and the passion of the arcades we have?
Oh boy.
Well, yeah. Watch this shit.
Oh, whatever. Oh.
Wait for it. Come on, pop up, baby. There she is.
Oh no! Incompatible with the USDIO board.
Yeah.
So what happened?
The guy I bought it from, he owns a bar or whatever, and it was on when I got there or whatever. He said he had it. He's had it for about a year since he bought it from somebody else. I was like, okay, well, I played it and everything. Beautiful.
Cool. Yeah.
Of course, it was when I got it here, it was nasty. like the PC was nasty. 'Cause
Yeah,
of
yeah. I
all the
saw that you had to
nicotine
clean the
shit.
fan and shit. Yeah, it was
God
nasty,
almighty, dude, that
nasty
was
stuff.
nasty. So I cleaned it up, blew everything out. Told my daughter's boyfriend if he could come and help me bring it up to the game room because that ain't heavy
That's a
like the
pretty
other
heavy
ones.
pedestal, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but not as heavy as these other
Right, but still
machines.
not light. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got it up here, set it. I kind of rigged up the screen until I get
Mhm.
a
Stand
stand
and
or
all that.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was playing it all day Saturday and all this crap. And then Sunday we had a power outage for like that, right? Well, that was on. The golden tee was on and my power putt was on, right?
Okay.
But first off, I was like, well, maybe that would have messed it up, but no, everything's surge protected and stuff. And what it would do is when the power goes off, it's just like me turning the switch off. And then
Right.
when the power
Right.
came back on, it'd be,
Come back
so
on.
that wouldn't be it. But I went to one of the arcade groups, their help group on Facebook, and
Mhm.
some of them said that it's probably a loose wire. Maybe the security chip is a little loose
Yeah. Yeah.
on
Yeah.
that. One said, there could be a bad cable that's just worn out that I need to replace or
Mhm.
something. And then another one said it might be like the power supply maybe going out because it'll boot up just like the golden tee and everything, long boot up, and then it'll play. But I was timing it, and it's like 6 minutes. It does that after
Okay.
6
Okay.
minutes. So
Does it have a hard drive?
yeah,
You think maybe the hard drive could be corrupted, or maybe it's failing? You need to make a copy.
possibly it could be.
I wonder if you could do can you upgrade that with an SSD? I wonder if you
Yes.
can do that.
I think they sell them on eBay. The
Yeah.
STD ones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Maybe that's what you do. Or see if you can, before it dies, can you make a copy? Like you can,
Yeah.
I know when you back up a PC or a hard drive on your PC, you can clone the drive. If you can clone that to an SSD, maybe that'll I don't know. I'm just
I'll figure it out. I'm waiting on a new wire to come in. It should be tomorrow. So that's the first thing I'm going to check.
Yeah.
And then there's a few other things that people said check first before you get too crazy on it. I think it's going to be something goofy and simple.
It's probably, yeah.
That's
I mean, what? How old is it? 90 or 2000?
Gosh, when did those came out? I want to say 2006 was the first one.
Yeah. So you could have something just as simple as a connection.
Yeah.
That's loose, because those are like friction fit. They fit on pins.
And that's what I'm saying. It could be because we probably put it up here and I had it
moved
on.
It around.
Kind of knocked it around a little bit. So we'll figure it out. But I got my NBA Jam. That thing's having issues again too. Because I just got the flyback fixed.
Yeah.
By a guy in Vegas. Came back, we put it back in. You turn it on, the game boots up and everything, and you can probably play for maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and the CRT monitor will actually turn itself off. So
wow, okay.
My friend thinks it's something that's it may be like getting a certain temperature and the safety thing is turning.
Out. Yeah.
The safety's turning off the CRT to not damage or some shit. I don't know. But good God.
Could be, man. Could be getting hot.
And then my MVS.
What's it doing?
We got a new CRT and that my friend put in and everything.
Yeah.
Worked for 2 weeks. Now you turn on the machine, the damn screen don't come on it at all. You hear the game, but it's not coming on at all. It's just like
time for Unico.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I will say about if your CRT is deep in your machine, if you put a Unico in there, you can fake it. You can put it because it's kind of deep, it's kind of recessed. It's all about the mount, right? If you put it too close, it's going to be wonky. It won't look right.
Yeah.
If you can keep it kind of deep in the machine, you probably won't notice it that much.
Yeah.
But I've got a guy in Dayton, which is about an hour north of me. He's my CRT guy. So I can take a chassis and mail it to him, or I can bring my whole monitor up to him and drop it off, and he'll fix it. He's swapped out tubes for me. He's great. But let's say I've got one and it's totally shot. The tube is bad. It's $300. He'll sell me one for $300.
Yeah.
That's that's the price of a new Unico. So I'm going to have a hard time once I get into some of these machines, like the Candy Cab. I don't want to put a Unico in there, but what am I supposed to do if it goes out, dude?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But anyways, yeah. So
yeah,
I'll probably have it figured out in a couple of days. I just gotta do a few checks and stuff. So it's always good to be in one of the arcade groups that are nationwide or whatever that knows about all these crazy originals, you know. But anyways, that was the last subject. So it's Cowboy time.
Cowboy time.
At least I got two teams.
Oh,
and
God.
And the Chiefs is my other team, so they're okay.
Well, so my other team is Cincinnati Bengals because I'm up here near Cincinnati, where they didn't even make it. So I've been dead. So I've had no skin in the game at all. I've been just watching along, and I'm like everybody else. The Chiefs been paying those refs good money. They've been cheating. But man, okay. So the Cowboys. Listen, I am 48 years old. I was at my best friend's, or not my best friend. He was a good friend. I was at my friend's house in 1993 watching the Cowboys play. And they won that first Super Bowl. I ran around the living room and we were like, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. 94, 95, they didn't go, but 96, they won. It was a great time.
Oh, yeah.
But ever since then.
Yeah, 50 years later.
Bro, it's like you'll have a 13-win season, a 12-win season, a 7-win season.
Yeah, how many years ago is that? Has it been?
1996 was the last year we went to the Super Bowl. And ever since then, we've only won like 3 playoff games.
So is that 24 years?
Dude, that's 20. No. That's 28 years. Jeez. This year will be 29 years since we've been to the Super Bowl. We haven't won a championship. We haven't even got to the championship game. That's how bad it is. It's so bad. It's horrible. It's so bad. You know, I remember the year we were 12-5. No, we're 13-3, number 1 seed. And then I guess I forget what year it was. And Green Bay knocked us out.
Yeah.
First round, and we were done. So it's just what, like the same thing that just happened to Detroit. Number 1 seed and get knocked out the first damn game of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just
see my camera.
You told me it might die.
I told you it might die. But I
do the backup.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the backup, but guess what? It's not working.
The backup ain't working either?
Yeah. Wow. That's some crazy stuff, dude.
Yeah, that's one of those things. If it doesn't connect, it doesn't connect. You can't do nothing about it. You might be able to leave the studio and come back, and it might come back on.
Yeah, but would that end the stream though?
No, I think I'll still be here. You can leave and come back. As long as you don't end the stream, you should be okay.
So I can leave the studio and not end.
You can leave the studio and you should be able to come back, and then I'll be here by myself.
We're about to find out, aren't we?
All right, here we go. If not, it's been a great stream, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a shot. Here we go. Welcome back to the Arcade Show on the Twisted Gaming TV channel. I'm your host, your temporary host, your interim host, 19K Fox, while Chris gets some things worked out on the technical side. Here he is.
Wow, you're pretty damn smart, bro.
Got it. I've had to do it before.
Oh, really? Wow.
It's a number 1 tech tip. You turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah, that's weird. Huh.
It's funky, yeah.
Wow.
So what do you? I don't think there's any hope until Jerry Jones goes away. What do you think?
Well, that's everybody. It's just I mean, he's the one that's pretty much. I mean, yeah, it's the richest team ever, and they still will be. But I mean, he needs to let somebody else take over. Be the owner. Sit back, relax, drink your martinis, and eat your $5,000 shrimp, and let somebody try to do something with this team because he wants to be the boss. He likes the attention.
Mhm.
Is my deal. He loves that spotlight.
Mhm.
I'm the boss. I'm worth $6-7 billion. You know, you're gonna listen to me. It's just stupid. That's what it is. You know.
I,
And yeah, I don't think we're going anywhere.
I
They
don't think
make
so
too
either.
many bad decisions. You
I
know,
don't
they
think so
bring
either.
they bring this player back, they get rid of him, and then they bring him back. It's like, what the hell are y'all
Zeke,
even
when he
doing?
came back, like, what are you doing? Why is
Yeah,
Zeke back? And he did nothing. He came back for a season, did nothing. They released
yeah,
him. You know, it just I think that Jerry Jones wants to be the number one. I think that's why he fired Jimmy Johnson, because he didn't like it. He wasn't getting all the attention.
yeah. Jimmy Johnson was, because he was a badass.
Yeah, he was a badass. He had one bad season when he first got there. The
Yeah,
next season, they go all the way. And they won
yeah,
2 back-to-back. And you fired the guy after he just won back-to-back Super Bowls.
yeah.
I
That's
mean,
stupid.
makes no sense. They
Yeah.
could have easily been a three-peat team, the first team to win 3 in a row.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Now Kansas City might do it this year, but they could have. I think they could have easily. All the pieces were still there. You know, I mean, and all the superstars were young. They were still in their mid-20s.
oh
I
yeah,
think the oldest one was Michael Irvin, but you still had Emmitt Smith. You had Troy Aikman. I
yeah,
mean, they had gone and got Deion Sanders. I mean, dude, it was just they could have won 3, maybe even 4 in a row.
yeah.
So
I mean, why can't Troy Aikman be the coach or something? You know,
I,
I guess.
I mean, if he could, if for God's sakes, man, if he could just step back, if Jerry could just step back,
Yeah,
but he can't do it, man. I don't care who the hell you could bring in. Bill Belichick, wouldn't matter.
oh yeah.
I don't think it would matter.
And see, that's what's so crazy about the Chiefs. I mean, they got all their marbles in together. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like, and that's why they're succeeding. You know?
Well, and they stick to the formula, and the players want to stay because they want to get rings like anybody else.
Yeah,
Nobody's going anywhere. The coaches want to stay there. I mean, it's I guarantee if they fell apart like Detroit just did, you see what happened in there. Like all the coaches are going away. They're going to different teams. They're losing everybody. It's kind of sad, but like next year, who knows what they'll be. But I mean, the Chiefs, they got the formula. They got to figure it out, man. Just stick with it. Stick with it.
I think they'll win the Super Bowl again.
They probably will. They probably will. I
Yeah.
mean, just when you think they're beat, they find a way to win.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, it's fun to hate on Mahomes, but they find a way to pull it off, man. It's crazy.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. Well, in March, I'm going to the Texas Pinball Festival that we got. That's
yeah.
it's only like 20 minutes from my house because it's over in Frisco or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And gosh, that's always a blast every year. They got like 400 pinball machines there on play, and they usually have maybe about 100 arcades, maybe,
Okay.
and
Okay.
a lot of the companies come out there and they'll show off one of their brand new ones that, they just dropped, or sometimes they'll bring one that nobody even knows they are releasing, and they drop it there and you can buy it right away. They'll have a price tag.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty good, but you can bring your own games. Like if I wanted to bring some of my arcades
And sell them there.
yeah, you could sell them there.
Oh,
Or
okay.
you're
That's cool.
Or you could just bring them just for people to play on them or whatever and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
I look forward to that every year. It's so fun. It's really good time.
Who was it? Was it Jersey Jack? I think they made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Yeah,
pinball machine. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, was that the one that was there?
It was at Pinball Expo. It was cool.
Is it a new one that they just did?
It's
though?
a new one. They just
Okay.
I don't know how old it is. It's probably maybe a year old, maybe 2.
I wonder if it was at the Texas Pinball. festival last year.
If it wasn't last year, it'll be this year, I think.
Okay.
That
Because
looks
they
pretty good.
had a couple of custom ones there, and I can't remember what custom one they had there that was crazy. I think it was a horror type one, but I can't remember what it was though. I think I covered it on my YouTube somewhere, but
Yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
wild.
Oh yeah, it's fun going there though, because you never know if there's something somebody's selling there that you might want. So,
And you can get it at a decent price, maybe.
oh yeah,
Not 10 grand, nothing
Yeah.
crazy like that.
yeah. So it's a fun time going to that. So I'm excited for that. But
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
other than that, how's everything else going? Work good? You
Work's
were
not-
supposed to be home tonight. Remember you said you were going to be out?
Yeah, so I was supposed to be in Hawaii, and then
Oh,
that
okay.
fell through. So then I went to Puerto Rico. Then I was supposed to go to Tennessee this week. And I
Oh,
told
okay.
you, hey, listen, I'll have my mobile set up. I'll be in the hotel room, but let's do it.
Yeah.
And that fell through.
Oh,
This
wow.
this job that I have is just absolutely nuts. Just
Yeah.
trying to so many variables, so many things. Stuff can change at the last minute.
Mm.
And it's getting pretty damn old, Chris. I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. It's getting pretty damn old. I'd like to. Maybe I'm getting older. I don't know, but I want to have
Yeah, because
stability.
what did because I remember you posted a video of doing it. So what you actually do? You go fix like
So I work in the package ice industry. My background
Oh,
is
yeah.
industrial refrigeration. So I go to the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and then I'll go to Canada, and I've been to China. No, I'm sorry, not China. I've been to Hong Kong.
on the job.
For the job, yeah, all for the job. We built a plant in Italy. I've been to Barbados
Jesus.
9 times, all over the place, all Mexico, wherever, because we work for companies that will have like bottled water plants. They also do some ice on the side because they've already got the bottled water, so they can sell some ice. Ice is it's huge, it's big,
Yeah.
but the nature of the business is so sporadic. Like anything could throw a monkey wrench into it, and you gotta wait. So it's a pain in the ass, buddy. It's a pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
because you never know where the hell they're gonna send you,
No.
right?
Right, and I can't
Yeah.
make any plans. It's crazy. It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah. You just
Yeah.
go where they tell you.
Yeah, you're sitting here waiting. I feel like a pistol in the holster, just ready to go. So
Yeah. Well,
Um,
how's the family deal with that when you're going there like, oh
It's
wow,
been-
again?
it's been almost 18 years. I started out. I got married when I was in the Army, so she kind of got used to that. And then I was working third shift for these other companies, and then I got to working for this company, and it's been almost 18 years.
Oh wow.
And all the boys are gone except my youngest. He's still here. He's graduating high school this year.
Yeah.
And I might be making a change pretty soon. We'll see. Knock on wood, maybe things will
Yeah.
change and be different. I can get to stay home more.
Yeah.
And then
that's
I get
true.
to YouTube suffers. You
I
can't
don't-
make
I don't-
videos.
Yeah, I don't know how you get all your crap lined
God,
up.
man.
You know?
It's wild.
I'm here every night after work, right? Until bedtime and doing whatever. I mean, I got all the time in the world. And hell, I don't come up with all these ideas of videos because I guess sometimes I just don't give a shit.
Well, and
don't
if
give
you
a damn.
you should don't do it. Like if you don't feel like making a video,
Yeah.
don't do it. Because I've done that a couple times, and it's like it comes off as like fake or you're not into it or
Oh, yeah.
whatever. And then I'm like, and I've decided pretty much like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
If somebody sends me something they want me to do a review and I agree to it, I'll do it. If I'm jazzed about an idea, I'll do something. If I'm working
Yeah.
on an arcade, I'm doing a mod,
Yeah.
But if I'll have good weeks where there's a lot of stuff to say, and then I'll have bad weeks where there's nothing to
Yeah.
say. And I
Yeah.
just don't give a damn. Like, oh well, I'll wait till the weekend and do my little show on Sunday, and
Yeah, and
we'll
cover
talk
all
about it
those.
then.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about it then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just how I am. Like, I'll just post up a video when I feel like it. If
Yeah.
something pops in my mind, I was like, oh, that's neat. Something neat to talk about.
Right.
Like the whole Rockstar Games, the $100 game type video or whatever I came out with. I thought that was a pretty good subject.
That's a good topic. That's a good topic
Yeah.
to talk about. Yeah. And you're obviously passionate about
Oh yeah,
Rockstar, the
Rockstar,
company.
Yeah.
Grand
I don't
Theft
give a
Auto,
damn
the
how
game
much it
series.
If they came
Yeah.
out with a $500 collector's edition of GTA 6, I'd buy it a heartbeat. I mean, that's just like my
I
whole
know.
collection. I mean, like, I got 2 display cases that's all just Rockstar rare, all that crap.
Yeah.
Cigarette trays. I mean, the craziest things you can think of, I got in that crap. So, I mean, that ain't gonna phase me when they're like, look, we
Yeah.
got this pretty box. You can pay $500. Got it. So,
Yep.
but
I'm a
like,
sucker.
like I
Bye.
was, yeah, but like I was saying earlier, like, you know, it's different from a game like that and, you know, like Madden that comes out. I mean, who gives a shit? Nobody can spend
Yeah.
$100 on a Madden game. I promise you that. I just finally bought earlier today Madden 2025 because it was $34
On sale.
on Amazon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
They make them every year. They spit them out
Oh,
every
yeah.
year, you know, and it is what it is. And I love football games too, but
yeah.
I'm not spending $100. It's like I mean, and
Yeah, just
honestly, when
wait.
you think about it, as long as you've had to wait for Grand Theft Auto, $100 is cheap. Really, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they could come out and they could say $125 limited edition bundle with all kind of DLC, and you'd be like, oh, sounds good, I'll take it. You know,
Yeah, because look at it this way.
Yeah.
So it came out 2013. So that's 12 years ago, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
12
Yep.
years ago.
12 years.
I buy a Call of Duty game every year. I buy all the Call of Duty games.
60, $70 every year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I got,
Yep.
and that time I waited for the new GTA 6 for a turd $100. I spent $1,300 on freaking Call of Duty
Yeah.
franchise game. If you
Yeah.
think of it that way, that is nothing, dude.
It's nothing. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. It's like
Nothing.
they don't come around every year or every 5 years.
Yeah.
So when
Oh,
they do
yeah.
come around, hell yeah, I want to get the steel box, limited edition, comes with an action figure and a sticker, you know,
yeah.
and yeah, that's why not?
Yeah. It's coming out this year. I'm very excited. I'm
It's gonna be
predicting
fun.
it's probably going to be September. Because I did
makes
a
sense.
video on it that most of their Grand Theft Auto games in the past, they all came out in September, except one, and it was November, I believe. But yeah, anyways. But that's all I got though. But I wanted to do a nice live stream. I'm gonna have Glenn on here next
Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah.
so we can see what's going up with him, and you know, but
Get his thoughts on everybody else. Maybe he can talk about his FU cabinet a little bit more. Yeah, that'd be good. Good
Yeah.
show.
oh yeah, and I still don't know when the Golden Tee New Wave Toys is coming out yet, because you know it on the thing when you pre-ordered it said the end of 2024.
You're like, all right,
We're past that now.
it's January 25, guys. Where we
Yeah.
at? Hey,
Yeah.
I pre-ordered the pinball machine. I couldn't even tell you when I did that.
Oh wow,
That was a long time ago. That was before the damn Golden Tee.
they got your money. Well,
They
and
got my
another thing
money.
is what is that figure place? The Nika.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I got the baby Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
The full size baby Beetlejuice. And I bought that and I got it within like 2 weeks after ordering it, right? So
Damn.
then they were on their website, it said like they had like 50 left and they were going to be, and you know, when those are sold out, it's over.
done.
So that's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to buy another one. Now that was like October. I hadn't even got it yet.
Are you serious? Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. And I sent them today and they like, they should be shipping out in a few weeks. I'm like, well, shit. Like, why did I get my first one so fast? And it must have
Right.
been like the second batch or something.
They're not quite here yet. Yeah. Type
Yeah.
thing.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, dude. But,
Well, what can you do?
yeah. Why did I buy a second one? Why did I buy 3 Zoltars from New Wave Toys? I got my one sitting out. I got 2 of them sealed in the attic. Why?
I mean, because you never
Stupid.
know. You never know. It's a rainy day
Stupid.
fund.
But anyways, yeah. Anyways, I appreciate everybody coming on here or whatever.
Absolutely, everybody. Thanks.
It's always a good time with 19K Fox. I
Thanks, man.
think the last time we were on here was it a year ago on New Year's? Were you on my New Year's
Yeah,
Eve stream too?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
I
We
had a
did New
couple of
Year's
guests.
stream.
And
Yeah.
I don't think you've been on here since then.
Well, let's not wait so long next time. What the hell?
That's fine. All right.
Every
all right.
couple months or something. Give me a call.
Okay. Sounds
We'll,
good.
we'll shoot the breeze. I'll talk about some of my ridiculous purchases. You talk about some of your ridiculous purchases.
Yeah, I like that.
And then
Yeah.
we'll cry over the Cowboys. Makes sense.
Yeah, sounds great. Well, y'all have a great night. And thanks for watching. Let's see where this